Ethereum has finally surpassed all-time highs, and for many people, they are shocked. But for those of you that have been actually doing the homework, this was expected. And you'll also understand that we are in the very beginning of the Ethereum rally. Welcome aboard the Bitcoin Express. My name is Chase. Let's get to it. First things first, if you have been watching my videos and have been subscribed to this channel, there is no reason why you should not be up at least 40% on your Ethereum investment. So if you haven't done it already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. But for those of you who are here for the first time, or maybe you have not been watching my videos, we can't go back in time. So all we can focus on is what we're going to do moving forward. So in this video, I'm going to quickly go over all the things I've been speaking about Ethereum over the last year. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. And then we're going to talk about where we might expect the price of Ethereum to reach in 2021. So let's jump right into it. To date, Bitcoin and Ethereum are the only two cryptocurrencies that are considered non-securities by the SEC. And the reason this is important is because it means it is safe to invest in and it's safe to trade for big money. Specifically, I want to talk about Grayscale. Grayscale is where most institutions or the big players go to get their cryptos, so they don't have to worry on execution and where to store it. Of course, Bitcoin, the Bitcoin Trust, is their largest holding. After that, it's Ethereum. Institutions want Ethereum, and the metrics prove that. And this is by far the second biggest trust for Grayscale, by far, more than any other altcoin. But by the way, we are seeing that institutional players are starting to slowly enter the altcoin space. We have been following Tyler Winklevoss on this channel for many, many months. He's been talking about Ethereum. We used to think these guys only own Bitcoin, but they own a ton of Ethereum. His tweets have just been the writing on the wall. The price of Ether right now is $735. This is a 51% off its all-time high, which is like buying Bitcoin at 14K. What a steal. I mean, we've just been covering this, like I said, writing on the wall. I'm not here to tell you that I have some special crystal ball, or I have some special powers. These things that I'm showing you, or that I'm going to show you moving forward in this video also, it's really the writing on the wall. No reason why you should not be up at least 40% on your Ethereum investment. Raoul Pal also, huge in Bitcoin. He put a lot of his net worth into Bitcoin and Ethereum. And in this tweet, he says, at this point and for a while, Ethereum leads. Alt season follows and Bitcoin still explodes higher. Everyone wins. Enjoy and take on board the FUD with an open mind. But remember, in an exponential bull market, everyone wants to spook you out of your trade. It's really not easy. And this is a very important point that we are going to cover. Even in a bull market, people will spook you out, and there will be crashes. Well, why are all these people jumping into Ethereum? And the reason is because people actually utilize the Ethereum blockchain. Right now, I'm on DeFiPulse.com. This shows what's going on in the DeFi, decentralized finance space, which is mostly built on top of Ethereum. And I have been showing this chart so many times. I don't know how many times I've shown this chart. This channel is pretty much DeFiPulse.com at this point. I always come to this metric, total value locked in. Right now, it's at $26 billion. Every time I include this web page in my videos, this is higher and higher and higher. And hopefully you watched the video I made last week on DeFi gems that will take over 2021. We covered Maker, Aave, Compound, Uniswap, Curve Finance, SushiSwap, Synthetics. And over the last week, these coins have been exploding. So I really hope you've been watching these videos and you're up 40%. Some of you might be up 100%, 150%. And it's not just DeFi. People are selling NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain, a non-fungible token, meaning it's a unique token. It can't really be copied, right? And we saw this was very big over the last year with NFT art. And everyone was always asking, why would anyone buy art, a digital art, right? Well, why does anyone buy real life art, right? Even though you can get a replica that looks the same. So people have been buying NFT art. And this was back in November of 2020. This painting over here of Vitalik, it was sold for $141,000. And then just this past September, NFT art sales reached an all-time high of $8.2 million. And just more recently, Rick and Morty creator sells NFT art collection for over $1 million in Ethereum. And it's not just artwork. There's also NFTs for video games, even Decentraland, where they sell virtual pieces of land. I mean, this space is just crazy. And because of this, Ethereum has the most action on chain and also has the highest fees, right? Highest fees doesn't really sound like a good thing, right? That is a problem right now for Ethereum that they need to work on as they transition into Ethereum 2.0. But despite the fees, even though they are so high, people continue to use Ethereum. And we thought that once this happens, Ethereum will die or it'll regulate itself. People will stop using Ethereum. The fees will come back down and then people will use them again. They'll go up and down, but that has not happened. Despite the high fees, people continue to use Ethereum. And this only gets me excited because I know in the future when those fees are more stable and lower, I don't even know what to imagine. How many people then are going to be using Ethereum? Of course, right now, small players going on to something like Uniswap, trading $10 worth of crypto, 20, it's not worth it for them. They're paying these gas fees of $5, $8, $10. But for people using DeFi, for using NFTs, and they're trading thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, it is very worth it. Also, Ethereum has gone from being just programmable money to an income-producing asset and possibly a store of value, which is debatable. I think it is. Not many people do, but it's okay if we disagree on this. But in terms of an income-producing asset, you can now stake Ethereum and earn staking rewards. And in this process of staking, this is where it becomes an income-producing asset, Ethereum is removed from circulation. And this is also on top of all the Ethereum that has been recently taken off of exchanges, meaning there is less Ethereum to trade. And in that sense, it becomes a store of value. Now, of course, I spoke about all the positives, but also in my videos, I try to be as objective as possible. Ethereum does have its problems, and the main ones are that it's just expensive to use and it doesn't scale at the moment. We still have EIP such as EIP 1559 that have not been implemented yet. This is a proposal that will burn the base fee. And while this is good for people holding the Ethereum token, the miners themselves are not very happy. Also, it's just too slow. We need to scale faster and faster and faster. And that's what we're working on right now with Ethereum 2.0. And a negative about that is who knows how long it can take, 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. But something I do want you guys to understand about technology as a whole, whether it is Ethereum, Tezos, Cardano, EOS, we could take any blockchain. The tech will never be good enough. It will always be slow. This is how tech is always viewed. We could have cell phones, laptops, computers, everything we've ever invented. It's never good enough. Eventually we get to a point we always want more. As humans, we always want more. We want quicker. We get the best cameras on our Android or iPhones, and then we want the better camera. It's never good enough. So just understand that when it comes to the tech, and in this case with Ethereum. So let's talk about the price predictions. And right before I get to that, I want you to understand that after I go over these price predictions, the video does not end there. It is very important that after you figure out what you may think the price of Ethereum will be in 2021, there is a specific way that you should go about it. So let's get to the price predictions. I sent out a community post and I asked, what do you think the price of Ethereum will be in 2021 to my viewers? And 26% said between $2,500 and $5,000, and 25% said above $10,000. Now, for me personally, I believe there is a high probability that Ethereum will reach between 2,500 and 5,000 in 2021. And to many, this is a very conservative, safe play. A lot of people out there, also there's some YouTube channels saying 20, 30,000. I mean, who knows, maybe it's possible. I'm keeping it very conservative. But the question that I ask and that you have to ask yourself is not, will it go to a certain price, but what is the probability that it will go to a certain price? Really, everything is a probability. When it came to 1,400, the all-time high, I had a probability at about 98% that Ethereum will reach 1,400 in 2021. Then when I go down this list, of course, the higher you go, the probability decreases. $10,000 sounds crazy to a lot of people, but it's actually in play. It is possible, and it's not like it's a 0.0001% chance that it's going to happen. It actually is possible. But for me, myself, I like to stay conservative because it helps me stay calm mentally. As long as I am buying Ethereum at a cheaper price than what I think it will be worth in the future, I'm good to go. I sleep well and I don't have any anxiety. But the key here, what I was saying, we can't just stop here at the price predictions. Once you pick your price or your range where you think Ethereum is going to go, you must understand that assets, and in this case crypto, Ethereum, Bitcoin, does not go straight up. It pulls back even in the most bullish bull markets. In 2017, when Bitcoin went from 1,000 to 20,000 in 1 year, there were multiple pullbacks, 38%, 38%, 33, 38. Already in 2021, in this bull market we're clearly in for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, we've already had 2 major pullbacks in Bitcoin, and people get very scared. They get shaken out. And there is one way, well, not one way, but the main way you don't get shaken out is you actually study what you're buying. So when that dip comes and people say, I want to buy the dip, they're scared. You're not scared because you know what you're buying. And same thing with Ethereum. In its bull run in 2017, 2018, it didn't go straight up. As we can see here on the daily chart, there were red days. At this point, Ethereum was at about 800, 845, and then it went all the way down over here to 495. So even when things are going well, even when we're in a bull market, we have these pullbacks. So it's very important to learn what you're buying so that when people are scared, there's a reason they're scared. There's news out there, there's FUD, people say this thing is over. That's the point where you become the one with the advantage because you know what you're buying. But even when you study crypto markets, even if you spend 8 hours a day studying Ethereum, in the end of the day, we're all human. None of us have crystal balls. We don't know where the price is going to go. I have this prediction that I think it's going to go 2,500 to 5,000 with a high probability, but I simply do not know this 100% for sure. So what do? I dollar cost average. Again, we talk about this over and over and over again on this channel. Dollar cost average, meaning you don't buy something in a lump sum. You break it up over time to protect yourself. And there are many ways to go about it. Some people might just want an infinite dollar cost average. $10 a day, $10 a day, or maybe $100 a week. Maybe they'll buy on the first day of the month or the last day of the month. The bottom line here is they're sticking to a schedule. Some people may want to put a lump sum into crypto. Let's say I wanted to put in $10,000 into Ethereum. Me, myself, I wouldn't just simply put $10,000 into Ethereum in 1 day. You might do it differently. What I would do is I would break it down. I might say I have 10,000 I want to put into Ethereum. I'm going to split it over 5 days. Maybe I'll split it over 10 days and I'll take it from there. But the key to dollar cost averaging is making sure you're not paying expensive fees. If you're dollar cost averaging on Coinbase or Gemini, you are doing it wrong. The fees are just extremely too high. They will eat at your profits. Use an exchange with cheap fees, such as Binance, Voyager, Kraken, and Coinbase Pro. And I want to clarify, this is Coinbase Pro, not Coinbase. If you already have a Coinbase account, just go ahead, sign up for Coinbase Pro. It's free, and you're going to get very, very cheap fees. So my method for Ethereum success, which has worked very well so far, and I do think it's going to work very well over the next 10 years, is to, 1, stay on top of Ethereum. Learn what Ethereum actually is. Learn the fundamentals so that when it does crash, I look at it and I say, look at this discount sale, and I buy more. Number 2, dollar cost average with low fees. The reason, because in the end, it doesn't matter how much homework you do. No one can simply predict exactly where the market's going to go. So protect myself, dollar cost average. Number 3, long-term mindset. That's it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.